Do you play the Nintendo Switch? Yep, I do. You probably do, watching the video as well. This is just the standard Nintendo Switch controller, as you can see, just in the uncomfortable controller. A lot of people have been saying it's really uncomfortable. It's not ideal, especially for certain games. I love playing the indie titles, the indie, like, retro-y style titles that really sometimes don't suit the controller itself for when you want to play it for a long time. So I thought, well, let's do a little bit of digging, and I started looking into the 8bitdo controllers, and I ended up finding this, which is an sf30 Bluetooth gaming controller that is compatible with the Switch. So it's one of those, you want to find it for the nice price that, you know, for something like this. The cheapest that I found it for was, I think it was about £30 or something like that at one point. And then all of a sudden, flicking through the deal site that I go on, Hot UK Deals, and there is a code that lets you get this for £13. So I thought, I'll nab it. Threw a t-shirt in there because it was basically going to be free anyway, the t-shirt. And lo and behold, it turns up directly from China, and it's, yeah, really odd. I've got it here already out of the box, and it is just a standard SNES controller, just a Bluetooth version. That is literally it. It's very weird. It's very peculiar. You can see the little design in the back, but looking at the front, it is very much as if they've scraped off the Super Nintendo logo there and just put a different bit on the front. I have to say, the biggest issue that I have with this thing for the Switch is the Switch does not like syncing to it. In fact, I'm going to show you it in real time. Let me just adjust the camera for you. Just 1 second. So, as you can see, I'm on the Switch's home screen. I have the controller for the Switch right here. This is just a standard controller. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to controllers. I'm going to go to change grip order. So it's got that screen available there. There is no other controller that's on there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you on here that you go start on Y, which lights up that screen. And it's just, of course, it's just done it straight away. But so you can see it did it straight away that time. But in previous times, it's just completely nullified my point anyway. So what I was trying to say was this thing doesn't sync very well, but maybe I've been doing it wrong the whole time, because the second I did it, it just did it, of course it did. Doesn't really make a difference, but the first couple of times you'll sync it, it will not sync properly. That's my only issue that's been with it. You did just see that it sunk pretty damn well there. The buttons are very nice, especially when you're playing on an older style game as well. You can hear the way to get back home as well. If you go into anything, I'm just going to do it whilst I'm here, is down and select, and that takes you straight home. That's literally it. On the newer style ones, the Super Famicom ones, they come with a dual analog stick here and a home button just below the B button. Which is nice for this, for anyone that wants those style ones. But I'm just happy to have the original like this, because it's perfect for things like Blaster Master and Mighty Gunvolt, Night Terrors. One thing that I will say is compatibility is hit and miss. So I thought this would have been ideal for something like Rayman, thinking that the buttons would have been remapped and things like that. Well, not much remapping around here, but mainly around here for the L and R and ZL and R, because the L and R buttons don't do anything on Rayman, and I thought that the ZL and ZR buttons would move up to those, but they just don't. They just remain as the R, and the controller doesn't have ZL, ZR, so you cannot run on Rayman. So you just it could do with a remapping option on here. It's just a shame, obviously, Nintendo don't support the 8bitdo controller itself. It's just something that so happens to work because of the Bluetooth connectivity. It's a very, very nice controller. I'm not going to scratch it. You know, I'm not going to touch it. It's a much better controller for me than this, especially when I'm playing on anything. It works for Mario Kart as well, so it's an extra controller for me to use with Mario Kart with my friends. So instead of having 3 controllers, yeah, so I've got 2, and then I've got like a pro-ish controller. I've got 4, so that works. And yeah, so that is the 8bitdo gamepad Bluetooth controller. It is the sf30. There is a sfn30, which is the dual analog stick version, but this is the cheaper version, the nicer version for me anyway. And an extra controller. I may very well order another one, you know, to see if I can get, you know, another controller, just so that I've got another controller for my Switch, that's all. But at the moment, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Peace. Bye.